Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing my presentation on how to take notes. So imagine yourself in your lecture, your professor is giving you basically all of the information you need for your final exam, giving you the answers, and you have no clue how to take notes. Hopefully I could be here to help you provide a beneficial and organized way of taking notes, because if it's not organized, how are you supposed to understand it? So I'm going to tell you what, why, and how to take notes, what we are doing with the notes, why we take the notes the way we do, and how they will be beneficial. So I'm going to start off with my black pen, my purple highlighter, or any color, does not have to be purple. Often I like to use multiple colors, but today specifically I will only be using one, and my whiteout. And my whiteout is because I am using a pen. Humans make mistakes, I make mistakes, obviously. So it's nice to be able to wipe everything out so it stays clean and organized. I also have my notebook, and for today I will have my notes pre-written for you guys so it's easy to understand, easy to follow, and you guys don't get too confused. So we're going to start off with my name and the class at the top. I put my name because I like to know these notes are mine in this class, so it's easy to follow. I use this notebook for all of my classes, and I don't want to have to read through all of my information that I write, because I do write a lot, and it's just immediately I could see, okay, this is for this class. So also not wanting to read through the notes to figure out what it's about, because our classes have a lot of topics within them, is going to be the topic of that class. Peanut butter and jelly. It's going to be simple. Like I said, we're going to be doing simple notes today so you can clearly identify what we're doing, why we're doing it, and how we do it. So we're going to be doing the simple steps of how to make a peanut butter and jelly for our communication class, all easy to see. You will also see that I boxed this. It's going to be easier for me to find just so I can directly look at it. Scrolling under is going to be how to. Simple words, you want to keep it short. When reading notes, you don't want to have to focus on all of the different all of the different words, and you want it to be simple. When you're reading your notes and you're studying with them, it's supposed to be easy. So we're going to go to step 1, which is just telling you to get all the materials and the ingredients you are going to need. You are going to see that the number 1 is circled in this indentation, and the numbers of the steps are going to be the only thing within this indentation, because it is going to be easy for me to follow what step. Let's say I don't know how to make a peanut butter jelly. I forget what to do next. Okay, I just did step 2. I know I need to go to step 3. I can easily find it. Right under that is going to be a list of information with dashes. This is all information relative to step 1, but not directly the step and the action that you are taking for that step. So within these dashes, I have the information or the ingredients that you are going to need, like the peanut butter and jelly, the butter knife, the plate, and bread. With bread, you will see in parentheses, it says any kind. This is another way to provide information for part of that topic without having it to be part of all of it, if that makes sense. So for step 2, we're going to have it say grab 2 pieces of bread. I put the number 2 because, like I said, short and simple. It makes it easy for me to see. I see a number and I don't have to calculate the words, even though reading the number word 2 is not difficult. You understand the information for other situations. Under that is going to be the next step. You are going to see here, it says to place the peanut butter on one side of the bread. You will also see I underlined the letter 1, so I could directly see it. It's easy to find. I could do the same thing. This is just another example and another way to do that. It underlines that you want one side of the bread. You don't want 2 sides of peanut butter. You'll also see over here that we have a little arrow. I'm going to scroll down so you can see what that information says. It says to replicate the step with the jelly. You're doing the same exact thing, the same exact way for the same step, just another note with the jelly, so you're just switching out what you're using for it. Sorry. I also put it in an area that it is easy to see. It is open. So we're going to go to step 4 that just says place both pieces together, and step 5 that says place the sandwich on the plate, and you have all of the steps on the side. Next, we are going to move to use the highlighter. So this is all the steps that we just read. This is the same exact thing, same exact way. It's just so I could highlight it, but we're just going to be highlighting the top. So for the highlighter, I have my purple highlighter. Communications class for me will always be purple. I don't know why, but I associate communications with purple, so purple is what I'm going to be using. I'm going to highlight that, highlight that communications class. It's kind of hard to see on the video, a lot easier to see when it's in front of you on paper. So now I could easily see, instead of having to read this, I could obviously go to my color purple. Communications is purple, I know what to scroll to. I am not going to highlight anything here because highlighters are used for specific information and you don't want to be highlighting everything or else it is irrelevant of using the highlighter. The highlighter is so you remember that specific part of the specific information that you were already provided. So, for examples, I'm going to be highlighting any kind. This any kind is because it could stand out within these parentheses. Obviously, this was another piece of information for just the bread. Under all this information we are already given. You're already given the step, now you're given examples, and then there's another piece of information, so I just want that to stand out. I'm also going to highlight this one right here. You obviously don't have to underline everything. You could just highlight it instead. That one I want to stand out. This arrow already stands out in itself with this open area, and I don't think there's anything else I personally would like to highlight. You could highlight this number 2 so it's easier to see. So, hopefully all that information, though it was fast, was easily understood. This is your outcome of your notes. It's organized. You can clearly see everything. It provides all the information needed. Hopefully you understand why I put all these letters in this indentation without anything else, why I have this highlighted, why it's in the corner, why my peanut butter and jelly is in a box, and maybe notes will be easier for you now, and hopefully you'll pass that test that you got an amazing lecture on.